want to park the boat, I'll put you on the little pathway that'll take you straight up to the artwork. So you go up a large set of stairs, and when you get to the top of the steps, you're going to find the fences and the signs around the paintings. Water female. There's not much to make a nest from. Main thing is they nest more into the wet season, so even if they did have a nest here, because this river flows, you had to wash the nest away. So and remember the picture of the rainbow serpent I was talking about earlier on, which is Ballong. Now you have stories of the serpent all across Australia, different tribes, they've got different names. Well, you could go all the way down to Perth area, they call it Wobble around there. And Joan is called Ballong. Now Ballong came out of the Gulf to the north, out of the sea, and decided to travel to dry land. But because his body was so huge, as he moved, he pushed up all the hills, gouged out the river systems, and basically formed the land. But then needing a spot to rest, he curled up in this big corner here in front of us, and now rests here today. And so that's why Darwin then allowed to physically touch the water in this second pool here, swim in it, drink it, fish in it. Because most creation figures in any culture will be destroyers if you upset them, same thing with ours. There's two spots they nest in the gorge, this cave here, and there's one other spot up in the fourth gorge. They got a good spot there, they're protected from sun, the first rains, birds of prey can't get them, snakes can't get them. Now what happens over there is when it floods, the water flows through here with enough force to pick up the sand, we'll spin it in that corner in a big eddy, and sandblast the rock, scrapes the staining from it. It's also why it's smooth. But the rock's called Combology Formation Sandstone from the first layer to the top. Obviously there's different ages, but at its oldest it's said to be 1,650 million years old. On the left there. So it wasn't uplifted fast and in one hit. So it was very slowly uplifted and eroded from the top down at the same time. So it's taken a long time for it to get to the point we're at now. If you do or have seen the movie, you don't see water in the background in the final scenes, because the final scenes that start that rock face was damaged when the film was sent overseas to be turned into colour. They didn't have the money to come back and redo it, so the final scenes were redone in the Blue Mountains.